guys, I'm Brooke. So yeah, guess what? I play the violin. And I'm wearing my backwards of the shirt. The shirt I am wearing is backwards and inside out. Isn't that lovely? Alright, so while I am on this swinging porch type of swing thing that is a bench, at the same time, I'm going to tell you a couple things. Like, when you play violin and you learn vibrato, you're like, oh, I don't want to just go back to playing my violin without doing vibrato. But before then, you're like, do I really have to? I don't want to, no, this is too hard, I sound horrible. But then you learn and you're like, man, I sound good, I am a professional. And then you realize you still need to work on reading your notes and then actually playing stuff right. And then you're like, you know, I need to work on this a little bit more. I suck. But that first little bit of improvement, you're like, yes, I'm amazing. Don't you see? I'm the best thing you've ever seen. Play a violin. I'm a thing. I'm not even a person. Okay, yes, I'm a person, I'm a human. But you know what? It's fun to say, hey, what are those humans over there doing? Humans, they're weird. Because then it makes you seem interesting, but not really, because then people just think you're weird. Yep. But anyway, back to violin. So there's this thing called pizzicato where you pluck the strings. It's really cool, but kind of hard on your fingers sometimes, and you're just like, and then you're like, let me just play my violin the regular way, and then they're like, no. The sheet music says you gotta pluck. Okay. But sometimes I notice that if you practice the entire song in pizzicato, it does help you, like, master memorization of where to put your fingers throughout the music. This way you can just look up at your conductor, who's your teacher in high school, so that she knows you're not just drowning in your sheet music, and that you are paying attention to her conducting of the orchestra, so you know your cues. So many jokes. My teacher was great. She played video games, and I think also kind of liked anime as well. Cool teacher, let me tell you. It's true. Oh, and also, when you play violin and you're in an orchestra, you get to see that violas exist too, because sometimes people just leave out the violas. But no, they're important too. Don't forget the violas. They're cool. And then you have first and second violin, and then it's kind of like same instrument, but you gotta play different parts because, yeah, just because that's how it is. And then you have cellos, and you're like, ooh, those sound nice. And sometimes you're like, I want to learn to play cello. And then you have the basses, and they're kind of sometimes in the background, but they're so big, you can see them all the time, and you're like, oh, there's the bass. Oh, cool. And when someone really masters playing the bass, it sounds really cool. When you just start out, it sounds a little awkward, I think. But that's also with the violin. You'll be scaring away your cats, your dogs, your parents. Yeah, even bugs, they'll run away from you because that screechy violin. No one wants to hear that. But you gotta practice through that and keep going, because if you don't, you'll always sound like that. Or you'll never learn to play the violin, and I don't know. If violin's not your thing, just don't play it. But if it's your thing, and you want to learn, and you're willing to practice, then totally. Yeah. Oh, you thought I was going to play violin today? No. What? That's for another day. When I've actually put in some practice and found some proper sheet music that is not copywritten and stuff like that. What were you thinking? Don't lie to me. You were about to click down button will do that. Instead of unsubscribing from me, do this if you like it, do this if you don't like it. Please subscribe anyway, because I have a variety of things on this channel. There's Anyway Tuesday that I have done where I just talk about random stuff kind of like this. There is Brooke Cook Wednesdays, which I will eventually bring back whenever I have the money and time to film, because those take a long time to film. It takes money to buy the food, and it takes time to edit, but I will be bringing those back sometime before the end of the year. And then I had Random Tips Thursday, which every week coming up with new tips kind of gets hard after a while. So I stopped that for a while, but I might bring that back on the Tuesdays and the Thursdays. But there was also Elevator Food, which season 2 should eventually come up, where we see what happens with the people in the elevator, and if my friend Nicole, whenever her character Isabel eventually figures out, oh, there's food being delivered and this place is a restaurant. So that's gonna happen as well, and a couple more skits around here. There's a lot of stuff. I also have cut my hair, and people really like that. I also cut my brother's hair. It's a great video. I gave him 2 bald spots, but no one wants to watch that. They only want to watch me cut my hair. So I think I will give my hair a little trim before the summer's over to help increase my subscribers, because that's what you guys want. And once I get to 500 subscribers, I will dye and cut my hair. So stick around. Love you guys. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Go play a violin or something else. Be creative. Love you guys.